I appreciate it.
Pleasure.
You come highly recommended by many human beings that I know.
Well, glad to hear it.
How do you get such a fine reputation?
Well, I've been doing the same things for a long time, just putting one foot ahead of the other and saying what I know to be true.
And pushing matcha. Everybody likes matcha. Who doesn't like matcha tea? This is your stuff?
Yeah, but a lot of people have only tasted really bad matcha. Because,
okay. Enlighten me. What's the deal?
It's powdered tea, and it's very, very finely powdered, and it's very labor-intensive to prepare. And it's got such a huge surface area that it oxidizes very quickly. So if it's not properly packed and stored, it loses its brilliant green color. It turns yellow-green or gray-green. It gets bitter and loses its taste. And I got to say, most of the matcha that I see served in this country is of that sort. And many people have never had the good stuff.
What's the benefits of matcha? I know there's...
First of all, it's beautiful. I mean, I've never seen a green color like that. It's just amazing. And the flavor's amazing. But it's the only preparation of tea in which the whole leaf is consumed. And it's grown under special conditions. The leaves are shaded, deep shade for the last 3 weeks before harvest. So in response to that, the leaves produce more chlorophyll, more antioxidants, more of the good stuff. So it's got, much more of the things that you want.
And this has like a pop top, like Pringles.
Yeah.
Right? Is that so? The matcha's in there.
It's got to stay fresh, and after you open it, you want to keep it in the freezer.
Okay.
Yep.
Freezer.
You got to freeze it, and you should sift it so it doesn't form lumps, and then you whisk it with that traditional bamboo whisk, or you buy a little electric whisker, and you can whisk it in hot water or cold water, and it's very yummy.
And what does it do for you? Like, what's the good?
Well, it's got caffeine, of course, so you get stimulated by it. But it's also got L-theanine, which is this relaxant compound that modifies the effect of caffeine and produces a state of relaxed alertness. So it doesn't have the jangling effect of coffee.
Right.
And you're getting all of these antioxidant benefits that are well documented in tea. Anyway, I love it. It's a great thing.
Anytime you get one of these little whisks. It's cool. It's like a real bamboo
made from one piece of bamboo. It's a miracle of Japanese craftsmanship.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
So how often do you drink this stuff?
I have a bowl of it every morning. And sometimes,
really?
Yeah, and sometimes I have a glass of iced matcha later in the day, especially in warm weather.
You're just a matcha fiend.
I love it. It's a good thing. I first tasted it when I was 17. I was an exchange student in Japan. In 1959, I lived with a family outside of Tokyo. We had no language in common. And on the second night I was there, the mother took me next door to her neighbors who practiced tea ceremony. And they did this thing for me, and I was fascinated by that whisk and the color of the matcha. And I thought it was great. I never thought I'd be able to get it over here.
Yeah, well, so you import this stuff yourself? Is that what you do?
I started a company called Matcha. We've got the URL matcha.com, and I went to Japan, to Uji, which is a little town outside of Kyoto, which is the center of the best tea production in Japan. And I sourced really good matcha. There are many grades of matcha. The highest are too expensive to use for everyday use. They're
really?
Phenomenally
like how
expensive.
Like truffles or caviar or something like that?
Yeah, really expensive. So I tried to find the best matcha that is affordable and make it available to people here.
So like the highest level stuff, how much would it cost for a cup of tea?
Hard to estimate for a cup. There's a preparation called thick tea in Japan where they use 3 times the amount of the powder, and probably one bowl of that stuff, which is shared by several people. I don't know, it could be $100 a bowl.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
For tea?
Yeah.
Why did it catch on in Japan like that?
It's always been. It has been in Japan for a very long time, and this powdered tea preparation was originally taken up by Zen monks to help them stay awake during long hours of meditation. It was also associated with samurai and became the tea ceremony developed around that.
Is there anything that is similar to it? Is it like yerba mate or guarana or any other kind of
these are all
stimulants?
They're all caffeine plants, but in my experience, tea, I think, and it's primarily because of that L-theanine content, the effect is mellower of caffeine. So you get stimulated, you get alert, but it doesn't have the jangling effect of a lot of these other caffeine beverages.
Do you drink regular coffee as well?
No, I've never drunk coffee.
Wow.
I think I was turned off because my parents, when I was growing up, drank really strong black coffee with no sugar or cream. I couldn't imagine why people would drink
Savages.
that. Yeah.
Those people, they were different people. Did you grow up in a northern climate?
I grew up in Philadelphia.
Yeah. See, when it's cold outside, the people, they drink that black coffee. Oof. Oof. Just makes you angry at the world. Yeah. Dark black burnt coffee.
I like bright green, shining matcha.
Isn't it interesting that things that are good for you, many things that are good for you, like bell peppers or something like that, they have a beautiful color to them.
Well,
they bring you to them.
all these the health benefits of fruits and vegetables, a lot of them have to do with these pigments. And the pigments, the plants produce, they're part of their own defensive system, and they do good things in us. And one piece of advice that I often give people is you should try to eat across the color spectrum every day. Think about, what did you eat today that was red, what was purple, what was green, what was white. All of these have different benefits.
Is that a scientific perspective?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. These are categories of phytochemicals or protective phytonutrients, and a lot of them are these pigments that give fruits and vegetables their bright colors.
Do you think that people should vary those colors on any given day? Or
I think as much as you can across any day, try to eat across the color spectrum. That's a good thing to aim for.
Okay, so just get as many of them as as you can.
Yeah.
So do you take this approach with fruits, with all sorts of different things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brightly colored stuff is good.